everyone's got fears.
Right.
That goes without saying. But everyone also has irrational fears. For the Auto Matrix Group debate today with AJ and McCall on VFX. I'm terrified of dentures.
Yep.
Quick recap. Went to brush my teeth. We always had a cup in the sink as a kid to rinse our mouth out. And I remember it was a purple Aladdin cup. Was living with my dad and grandma at the time. Went to rinse out my mouth, only for something else to bump into my face when I picked up the cup. It was dentures. I'm terrified of dentures. I'm terrified of chompers.
Nom, nom, nom.
Not teeth, dentures.
Dentures. I have an irrational fear of being impaled while I drive. Like, I'm just really scared about it. Like, I don't know why.
And now so does everybody listening.
I don't know if that's like, it's, what is it that they,
Final Destination.
no.
Yes.
If it's like an intrusive thought or something that's like, hey, what would happen if like, you know, just like jumped off of this truck and was like, what? I mean, it wouldn't, but no. My brain kind of does that. I panic about it
look,
a lot.
I suffer from the call of the void as well, but by that argument, anything like, what if a meteor just crashed in the studio right now?
Wait a minute, let me put some Luda in it. So there was this video that I saw this weekend that like a tire had come off of, I don't know if it was a semi.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh! So this tire's just rolling along. This car literally hits it because they're going, you know, speeds. So this car tries to slow down, hits this tire, like it goes up underneath the engine. This guy like flies and flips upside down in the truck. In the car.
I saw that.
I didn't know that was a thing until I watched the video, and now all of a sudden it's like I could get impaled, or I could hit someone's tire and end up on my head.
I don't know if your reaction was the same as mine. It took forever for the person filming the video to have a reaction to what was happening.
I know.
In front
I was
of them.
watching it like,
because they're driving and filming it.
Oh. Well, I just don't know how you would be thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna whip out my camera and get this on video. So that's one of my random irrational fears. We've got like a ton coming in on our Instagram. It's the AJANDMCCALL. That's how you spell it, AJ and McCall. In order to check this one out. What the heck?
I haven't been allowed to read any of them.
No.
I was told not to.
So we had Erin. She commented. She said blood needles. She hates them. It's fine with it.
You know, it's funny. I was just talking about this because I got my COVID vaccine last week, and they asked about it because I always look away, and for whatever reason,
I have to look away.
Certain people freak out about that when
know.
you look away
I'm
because
like,
they're like,
don't
"Oh my
talk
gosh, she's
to
gonna
me
flinch."
about
Like,
it.
just do it. I just don't want to see it.
Yes, because if I see it, I'm gonna get woozy and fall.
But I told me I was like,
I'm
I
gonna hit
generally
my
don't
head.
like needles, and they're like, "You have tattoos." I'm like, "Yeah." I decided after I got tattoos, I'm not allowed to not hate them anymore,
Right.
but I don't like them.
For sure. So here's one that I didn't realize from my good friend Casey. Casey, you have now implanted a terrifying, irrational fear.
I'm listening.
She says her irrational fear is her belly button coming untied. To which I said, "Oh my gosh, my belly button."
What does that even mean?
I didn't even obviously I know that like with babies and stuff, that's what they do, but I didn't realize for a minute here.
What is what?
So I obviously responded and said, "Wait, I'm sorry, your belly button is tied?"
I'll double down on this. So then you would be like a human sausage. So then the casing would unwrap, and the rest of you would
Stop!
go.
I don't like. Hello.
I don't like it either. This was not something my brain ever considered. Like ignorance was bliss until this exact moment.
I was like, yeah, I have a belly button. Whatever, no big deal. Panic.
What?
Instant panic.
Casey, how do you operate through the day thinking something like that? How do you do you like?
I
you
don't
just
know.
always have to hold your hand down and be like, "Stay away from my
I'm
belly
holding
button.
it.
Stay away from my belly button. Do not touch me." Or maybe just put tape over it or something. A corset, something to protect it.
Yes. Then I think about like getting my belly button pierced, and I'm like, that's even scarier. No thanks. You're welcome.
Okay, continue to share your rational fears, so that one's gonna be tough to top.
Oh yeah.
AJ and McCall on Instagram. Okay, so I got to be honest with you. I will tell you this. I watched a TikTok that was based on the preface of insulting the ghost that was in the room as a way to intimidate them ahead of time. I don't think the ghost was happy about it.
What?
I had an interesting weekend, and I think I now have some more irrational fears.
Oh, great.
AJ and McCall for the Auto Matrix Group debate at 8 on VFX. So Ashley and I are hanging out in the bedroom, and across the hall from the bedroom is our bathroom where our Alexa is. And we were just watching sports because playoffs are going on.
Yay,
and
sports.
just chit-chatting back and forth. And then all of a sudden, as we're talking in our kind of normal voices, and Alexa hadn't said anything to this point, Alexa goes, "I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that request. Could you please repeat it?" And then said some other things. But Ash and I were laughing nervously at each other because, like, what the heck was that?
Yeah.
So I went into the bathroom. Alexa was still on. I was like, "Alexa, off," and it turned off. And I know it's not uncommon for those things to pop up, but ours has never done this. It was weird. While I was in the bathroom, I said something derogatory towards the ghost because I watched a TikTok video about doing it, so I did it. Fast forward to this morning, I had plugged my phone into charge. Got up this morning, it didn't charge, and I thought that's weird because that's never happened before. So I went to plug it in while I finished getting ready so I could at least steal a few more minutes of juice before I had to leave for the day, only to realize the reason it didn't plug is because the USB cord that went into the adapter that lets it go into the outlet had been completely pulled out.
Oh.
Which was definitely not the case when I went to bed because it vibrated to let me know it was charging. On top of that, my volume was turned completely up. My notifications were turned completely on, which I never have on.
Right.
I don't know what happened.
Well, you probably shouldn't have been derogatory towards a ghost. That's probably point number one.
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Look, this would be at the top of my mind until Casey said that she's terrified of her belly button becoming untied and all of us just basically, I guess, spilling out. Like, that's now new number one because who thinks of stuff like that? Casey's never allowed to tell me any of her fears ever again is the decision I've made.
I like it because it opens up like a different portal that I didn't realize was in my brain.
No.
It's terrifying.
No, when you say things like that, it's like when someone says, I have no idea. Something thought-provoking. You go, oh my gosh, I didn't think of that. Not, you could pour out at any given moment if your belly button became untied. No, that's not thought-provoking.
AJ,
that's terrifying.
AJ, I hate to break it to you. Like, skin, it's not thick, okay? Like, I don't mean that from a, oh, you hurt my feelings type of a way. I mean it from like a, oh no, I got impaled kind of a way.
See, stop it. You're just going back to your fear now. Calls Final Destination in it over there.
I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. Makes you think. Get your brain going.
No, I don't need my brain going that way. I suffer from the call of the void. Those who aren't familiar, McCall and I both do, and we get a bunch of crap from producer Butters who thinks it's weird. But basically, the easiest one for me is if you're driving along and your brain, and this, I want to clarify because this is the argument I got with coworkers. Yeah. It's a passing thought, not a lingering something.
Here's the question I have, though. What's the difference between the call of the void and impulsive thoughts? Because I feel like they're the same thing. I think they're one and the same. It's like an impulsive thought.
I don't know, control.
You control the call of the void.
No,
Are you gonna
choosing to do it? That's what I'm saying. Control of the action.
No, I mean an impulsive thought, intrusive thought is what I meant. I'm sorry. Intrusive thought's the same way.
I don't know. But to me, because everybody, so the easiest one to me and the one that I get is you're driving along and your brain goes, let's drive off this cliff.
Right. It's an intrusive thought.
Of course, I don't do that. Maybe they're one and the same. Maybe call of void is only intrusive thoughts because it just comes out of nowhere. But we get a bunch of crap about it. The thing is, they're flashing images as opposed to a lingering thought. Because it just goes by and you go, where did that come from? And you go, of course, I'm not going to do it. And you get them all the time. McCall sent me one. Somebody did on TikTok where somebody had an axe. They're like, cut off your hand. Or like,
throwing it away.
The lady who wanted to, her brain told her to throw her phone out the window.
She's like, close this window right now.
Yeah. So I get that. I don't need any more of those thoughts. My brain's already ahead of you, except on the belly button thing, because I didn't know that.
Well, now you know.
Thank you again. Continue to share your irrational fears. We've got birds vomiting, your belly button becoming untied, cotton balls made the list, which wait till we get the after show later this morning because producer Butters has that same fear. AJ and McCall, AJAND MCCALL on Instagram and Facebook.